And we're back. I believe we won the game, didn't we, Alice? We won? Forever?
Yeah,
Killed the things, got the points.
Yep,
we
one
won.
band of blades.
We won.
Hooray. I'm so proud of all of you.
Yay.
No.
Aw.
None desu ka. So yeah, they're dead. For like, that's a thing. Cordelia's like still unconscious at the moment. It's like pretty much right after. Statue's gone, and like people are like, you've been like talking up all the whole like religious angle for a little bit, and like they were into it, and now they're like giant statue of their chosen.
I would like to point out that I am I am also pissed about this.
For sure.
Right.
I mean, like, that chosen's already dead, right? Like, what does it matter? It's fine.
So, question.
Yeah.
Is it just knocked over, or did it, like, shatter?
Oh, like, its entire, like, kneecap gown shattered on that side. So that section is completely gone, and then its other leg snapped under the weight.
Oh,
and then, like, its arms fell off and stuff.
Okay. I was going to say, I can prop it back up. Like, that's just a thing I can do.
It's like a tower, isn't it?
It's, I'd say, about 10 feet high.
It's not as big as I
Oh,
thought.
I'll help put it back up then.
I think it would require like actual masonry skills to rebuild.
But we could like prop it up against a building or like with some of these planks or something. Yeah.
Jobs are good.
I see. You could
Just so
definitely
that
try.
so that it's that thing of like so that it's standing, not in the dirt.
You could try that, but Sirius is going to yell at Sergeant Gale or whatever rank you are. Go and find Harris. While I'm like dragging people out of the rubble.
It's also very much whether or not any of the commanding officers actually want to like take the time to do that.
Yeah, if the heavy were going to do it, I would help.
Sure.
Yeah.
Maybe, but we have to consolidate first.
Mm-hmm. So was that was it?
I would like Crimson Gale to go and find what remains of Harris and Christoph.
Harris and Mackenzie.
Mackenzie. I knew there was a k in there somewhere.
Somewhere in there, yeah.
Sounds like a scout roll to whoever's doing that to me first.
Oh, great. Delegation is so good. All right, well, risky standard.
Not risky at the moment. Just like the like risk is past. It's mostly just like the situation you find when you get there, or depending like how long it takes, things like that.
Okay, well, I only have one die, so prepare for this.
Yeah. So you find, so Harris, you find pieces of, not like whole Harris. So
typical, just typical.
With it seems like their throat was slashed, and then like it looks like someone took pieces off, like not even like ripped off, like cut off and then kept. Like you can't find those pieces around anymore.
Dang.
So that's a thing.
Great. So even bits of Harris are slacking off. Fantastic.
Mackenzie, however, you do find. Mackenzie ended up like essentially when everything started, she ran and hid and is completely delirious.
Oh, that's, I mean, as far as outcomes go for getting lost and somebody has to find you, delirious is okay. Like, we can work with delirious.
I have drugs for that.
For being delirious or fixing delirious?
Both.
Okay, I don't know if y'all can hear it. There are people having a shout argument in the parking lot of this apartment complex that I'm staying at. So
we can't hear it, so it's okay.
Okay, good. That's just what I was worried about.
So you do find Mackenzie. Harris is dead.
Is Harris's insignia around?
I think Harris is like. So essentially, you
You
got
you
like.
don't you do not have the authority to do that.
Hmm.
I can read Cammy's mind.
I'm curious.
No, I just want so we can give it to someone else.
Yeah, but you can't just make someone a legionnaire.
No, but when we shuffle the
Oh yeah,
troops
right.
around.
Okay, yep, that makes sense. I thought you were just gonna get.
Lose
I
insignia.
thought you were gonna
You don't wanna
get the delirious person and be like, you're a legionnaire now.
So little did you know, you just have a barrel full of insignias back in camp. Like it's just
Okay.
like, no, I'm kidding. Like,
Okay.
taking those as a sign of like, you always make it. You're supposed to take the insignias. Thing to do
That's
anyways.
no way for a legionnaire to act. And she's all like, but I'm not a legionnaire. And you're like, that thing on your shirt says otherwise.
I guess I am very confused right now. Maybe I am a legionnaire after all.
So what's the plan? What's the plan, Tyrius? Cordelia is slow in coming too, but like is in no condition to like lead or anything. Like the situation is currently like dire enough that like without the statue and like several of the buildings have been damaged, like you can't stay here. It's time to get the fuck out, I imagine.
Oh, are they not entirely defeated?
I mean, not as far as you know. You don't know how many are here. Like that's the whole problem. Like the whole problem is wait out whatever comes to night, and then morning leave. But morning's a ways away still.
Why don't we attack them?
It is their turn.
That's exactly how warfare works, Kettle.
I've seen how they do it in. I've seen how the officers do it in training with the board. Does anyone have one of those sticks we can use to push them?
I have a big sharp one that's made out of metal.
I was kind of hoping to salvage the situation and all of those mines and get like a bonus supply or something. But
You may be in charge, but I am not rolling to defuse a mine.
That's my job. So you said there was a fancy symbol on the thing?
The statue has essentially on the arrowhead. There's like there's a hole cut in the arrowhead, and placed in is this like rotating glass symbol thing that somehow managed to survive the crash. Like
I cast detect magic.
I said
it's the symbol. It's the symbol of both of the twin chosen, the twin Eldermani chosen.
I think I would like to remove it and give it to the person that looks like the religious leader of the town.
Sure. I think that's probably. I need a name.
You don't really. We're not going to run into them again.
No.
They could be religious leader.
You don't fucking know that. Like, you don't know who you're going to run into later. Don't you assume. Part of my job as GM is to push fiction forward. If you give someone a cool religious thing, they might pop up later. I think their name's Dorian. And they're like, the little girl's like father, I think.
Cool. So, yeah, I think I make sure that Chrysaika and Cordelia are stable, and then go about trying to convince these people to leave.
It's just a flesh wound. I can walk it off.
And come, like, it will be safer if you come with us back to the Legion.
Sure. I'm gonna need depending on how you like. I can see a martial or a sway roll here. Because they're very much like, no, at this, like, we can't leave any, like, they're in shock for the most part. Like, all the leaders are like, no, we're staying, we'll die with the town if we have to at this point. Our statue is broken, and so are we. There's no place for us.
Can I use discipline to, like, what the you're going to die with the town? That's fucking dumb. You could come and be useful for the builder and the hunter.
I'm not going to help if you're using discipline. If you're using sway, consort, or even martial, I will help. Like,
So discipline kind of almost only works on legionnaires.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
like it's where your authority to be like, do as I say, or like the whole punishment sort of thing actually like works. They're like, fuck you, we don't.
I think
not our-
yeah,
it's-
if you're being like, and if you're trying to like convince them nicely rather than be like, fuck you, then I will spend a stress to help.
I will try and sway them because, like, what's the point? Like, you do no honor to your chosen by dying in a ruin. Like, you can come and help, and we will defeat the broken.
the Cinder King.
And I will take that help, and also I will push myself.
Sure.
What's my position?
I mean, like,
It's risky because there's a risk that they won't
yeah,
come. Like,
yeah. I was just thinking, yeah, risky standard. I was thinking whether or not it might be a limited effect or not, but I think like, I think the situation's dire enough, and you also have Kettle like helping you, which I think is enough to like. They're like, oh yeah, Kettle at least understands. If Kettle's saying we should leave, maybe there's some merit, right? So 4. So I think what happens is like those teenagers, or at least some of them, like 3, like 2 out of 4, and then some of them are like, yes, we agree, and then some of the older ones are like, yeah, no, it's not fucking happening. Like they're like, not in those exact words, but I think like some of the village decides to go with you and others don't. I think what happens here.
is how like age based is that gap? Because if it's mostly just older folks that are choosing not to go, I I think Kettle would absolutely be like would be okay with that and be like, I'm gonna bless you because you're gonna die.
It's some, like I said, there's maybe like 10 here, right? It's like
Mm.
4 of those were like 4 of those were people that were like teenagers. 2 of them are staying, being like, no, we can't leave our family behind. We have to protect them. 2 of them are going with, and then like a bunch of the little, like all of the little kids are going with you. But I think like, which is like 3. And then so I think it's like you have the children and 2 of the teenagers, and then all of the adults are staying.
How are the children coming with us if none of the adults are?
Essentially, they're like, the children must leave. You have to protect them. We can't let them die here. We have no place in, but they can still find a place later. Like they have time to grow into a new place, a new custom.
Is Cordy still KO'd?
I think she's conscious, but
Dang
like
it.
yeah, I think she's conscious. I think it's just been like she's sort of like not in a position to like be the leader of these talks right now, right? Like if you go over and ask her something, she might be able to answer, but she can't take initiative.
In which case, I think we can probably just escort her and the children, right? Like,
yep.
I should have set myself up better. I could have given some scrutiny to the thing.
Lessons learned.
But yeah, if that's like the plan, and like we're just grab the kids and 2 teenagers and like the militia, air quotes, and Cordelia and leave. That's sounds good to me.
Works for me.
I'm gonna start like Kettle is gonna herd children.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody need carrying?
Yeah, got this like
You
wheeze.
say anybody need carrying, and like you see them like.
And like I go to be like Cordelia needs carrying, and then Cressica's like me.
So like you gotta put Cordelia, Cressica's like me, and then a bunch of kids jump on you rather than like any of the
Totally
people that
fine.
actually need it. Like a bunch of like two of the littler kids. They're like 4 and 7, are like clinging to you now.
Well, someone is actually going to have to help me. Like, actually, I can't move much.
Yeah,
So-
Kettle will actually like help. Will actually like put a shoulder under Cressica's
Great.
arm and give you a hand.
Crimson is willing to let you like sit on her shoulder like a person-sized parrot.
Maybe I shouldn't have given the holy symbol to that guy.
Sorry, take backsies.
Sorry, bad move.
Double stamp, no erases. I mean, that's how religion works.
I was hoping it would motivate him, but he's a dingus. So let's go. Let's just get out of here. Let's fuck off. Like if they're gonna stay, they're gonna stay.
I think he hands it to his daughter before like you leave.
Good.
I think
That makes me happy.
so yeah, I think like I said, it's still nighttime, so I kind of want a group martial roll, group maneuver, just to see like
Cool.
Yep,
what
sounds
the
good.
situation is as you're getting out.
I only have one stress left.
Don't lead it then. Have someone else do it.
I'll lead it. No, I can't. No, sorry.
What stress are you at? Oh, yeah.
Aaron, can you lead the maneuver?
I can do anything you need me to.
Thanks. Is it risky standard? Is that the?
Yeah, I think risky standard is applicable. I think it's just mostly I want to see like.
Oh my god!
Well,
two.
okay.
I'm sorry, I'm covered in people.
Oh my god!
Okay,
I'm a
David,
Meatbaltron.
David Hahn, save us.
Yeah, all right. Risky standard, you said?
Yeah. What? There you go.
Oh my god! Thank God.
So, what stress were you at, Aaron? There, because you gained 3 just now.
Low enough to party.
Nice. Nice.
I've got 2 more before I get another trauma.
Cool. If you get another trauma, you die. That's what I was asking.
Yeah, no, I understand. That's
So yeah, like the injured Cressica pulls through for everyone somehow.
Don't
How,
step there.
like,
Go
you
that
hear-
way. Just
like-
no, not that way.
Like you're being chased, and yeah, you spot all of the mines for everyone and get them through. And like as you're running through, you hear like the explosions as the undead hit the rest of them, like because they're like desperately trying to stop you at this point. And yeah, I think that's the end of that mission.
Yay! We did it!
Only one person died. That's the least amount of people.
I'm
who
so
died.
No,
impressed.
only Harris died.
2 rookie stuff.
One rookie got saved. Harris died. Oh
Yeah,
no,
Harris is
and
the
the
only
one
one
that
dead.
got blow up. Sorry,
Erickson,
Tim. You're right.
Erickson.
Oh, Erickson
yeah.
is also dead. Yep. Sorry.
Yep, forgot one's giblets and the other's like on a spit somewhere.
It's only 2 if you considered Harrison a person in the first place and not a lump.
No,
I feel like
no.
we were getting confused in calling like Erickson and Harrison one person.
Ah.
Yeah, it's probably what happened. But XP's a thing. So who would like to go first with the XPs?
This is Cressica's first mission. I'll lead off if you want.
Sure, go for it.
So, Cressica has the Hard Knocks ability, Mark 2 XP, any category at the end of any mission where you took level 2 harm or higher. Oh, yeah. So, cool. Every time you roll a desperate action, mark XP in that action's attribute. I think I rolled one.
You rolled at least one desperate action.
Yeah, and I marked that. You survived the mission. Yep. You helped your squad by staying out of the way and surviving despite odds. Well,
Yeah.
I lived.
Surviving despite odds.
Like, the medic. You brought into play your heritage or traumas. No. Per highest threat of opponent faced.
What are your heritages?
Tough and bold.
Did Bold not come up? Bold had
Actually,
to
you know
come
what?
up.
I'm going to say tough because basically I walked on a landmine and wore it on my shield.
So I'd like. So for the most part, it's either the specific fictional trigger, so ignore level
okay,
harm
cool.
penalties. But did you not resist a desperate action? No, you totally did. When the fucking what's it called?
Yes, I did.
Tyrus's bomb
Yep, cool.
was a desperate thing that you
Yep.
had to resist.
Cool, got it.
So mark that XP and then
Yep.
tier 2. So 2
Yep.
XP for the tier phase.
Sweet, thank you. Awesome.
Cool.
I can do Kettle then.
Sure.
I don't think Kettle rolled any desperate actions, which is pretty impressive. But Kettle survived the mission,
Mhm.
and Kettle helped her squad by staying out of the way. In that, like,
Yeah.
brought into play heritage or trauma. Brought into play the pious element and the stoic element of being Barton.
Oh, for sure. So one XP there, and then 2. Side note: my next Apocalypse World character, I'm playing a character named Kettle, like Skinner named Kettle. Anyways,
Yeah. And what was the highest threat of opponent faced?
2.
So 5 all up. Cool.
Yo, Crimson Echoing Gale. Echo
What
that
up?
Gale.
All right. Survive the mission. What's up? Help my squad through might or fortitude. Also, yes. Trauma, I have vicious, and I did turn into a blade tornado and
Mm-hmm.
also cut the head off a wolf and kicked it into the sunset.
So 2 XP there, and then tier 2.
Sweet.
highest.
So for 6 XP?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That's enough to level up my.
Tyrius.
Tyrius survived the mission. She helped the squad through medical knowledge or emotional comfort.
Yeah,
She helped the squad through medical knowledge.
you reattach someone's foot. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, then dropped a statue on it, just saying.
Yeah. Here's my experiment.
How good are the stitches?
So I've got the stern trait, and I used discipline, didn't I? I yelled at someone.
Mm.
Does that mean I get that XP? The heritage?
Yeah.
I run out of boxes on my thing, so I'm tallying it, and then I get 2 for kicking the shit out of a centaur guy thing.
Yeah.
Which zombie person is that? Like which classification?
So it's an elite technically. It's
Sorry, which elite?
So it's not one of the written ones. These ones are ones I made. So there's a chosen called the Horned One, and what I essentially did is I turned that chosen into a broken. Because essentially the only reason that specific ones are either chosen or broken is like fictional stuff. So it's all just like alternate history, essentially. So yeah, you've encountered a rider, which is those like weird centaur things, and the Ravagers, the wolves that trail Viscera, and then the Feral and the Nod are also things you've encountered.
Cool.
There's some stuff I don't have yet that I haven't seen. That'll be talked about later. Let me scroll
I have
down.
a fun new ability.
Which one did you take?
Against the darkness, you and all squad mates that can see you gain +1 die to resist fear and corruption.
That's a good
cool.
one.
I like it.
Cool. Awesome. Okay, so I think that's our thing, our XP done. Now just secondary roll.
Yeah.
Would you please gather the engagement dice for that?
Yes, I will gather them in my hand here, real dice.
Mm-hmm.
No computer calculations that could sway the results. So it was an assault mission.
Yes.
So they're all loyal to the Legion, so we get 1 dice. We didn't have any intel, so we don't get that dice. they're mostly rookies with one specialist, so we don't get the veteran dice. We don't. Does Darius distrust or fear the leadership?
No?
Good.
I don't see a reason for Darius
Good,
to do
then we
so,
don't
Trent.
lose a dice for mistrust. And we met the requirements for that mission by sending a specialist, by sending a sniper specifically. And then for an assault mission, did the quartermaster equip the soldiers with black shot?
Yes.
Sure.
Yay! If we have black shot to spend.
Yes, we
And
do.
nobody on that particular mission was wounded, so we don't lose that dice. So we have 2 dice for the secondary
Nice.
mission, which is better than the primary mission.
That's fine. This one's pretty important too. So, if I remember right, this is the save the get new rookies one.
Yep.
Yeah,
This is
we got
4.
Cool. So, you have options now, Marshall. On a 4 to 5 secondary mission, fail the mission, or you can succeed and 2 squad mates will die and all specialists take level 2 harm. So you can lose 2 you can lose 2 rookies and the sniper will be hurt. But
Gain 5 rookies.
But you gain 5 rookies to replenish, and also your sniper. You just got a sniper, so maybe injuring the sniper isn't the worst call. It's up to you.
What's the cost for failing the mission?
Essentially, the cost is. Let me go here. This is that special mission, if I remember correctly. So -1 morale. So it is. You gain 2 morale though, so it's essentially net 0 morale if you succeed, because you'll lose 2, gain 2, and then lose 2 again due to the primary mission. So like total, you'll go from 10 morale to 8. If you lose the mission, you'll go from You'll go from 10 to 7.
I think, considering that we lost 2 in the primary mission, we'll take the we'll succeed, but with damage,
Sure.
and we can fix the sniper later.
Cool. So yeah, essentially what happens with the secondary mission is Darius comes back wounded. With like, essentially there's this best I could describe it as a tree branch that has embedded itself and is like literally hooked itself almost like it's alive into its flesh and seems to be like feeding off his blood. So he, like, if anyone talks to him, he describes a rider clad in essentially living tree bark, where essentially it had 4 arms, and this wooden armor would create spikes, and it would pick people up, those 2 rookies, and it would just like impale them on those spikes, and then the tree would absorb the blood and build itself. So yeah, and he has like one of those in his like side. So yeah.
Medic!
That's the thing.
We need an exorcist, not a medic. Bleh.
Can I immediately take the field dressing move from leveling up as a medic and then remove their level 2 harm?
What's the field dressing move do?
At the end of a mission, you may expend remaining doctor uses to add 1 check to a Legionnaire's level 2 or 3 harm once per person. And I have 1 doctor left.
Normally, no, but I kind of like sure. You can give them a tick. You can give them a single tick on their clock for the level 2 harm. That's acceptable to me. And by the way, it is, so I reread it again, but we boosted it last time, which is why you healed 2 ticks. It is usually 1 tick for rescue preparation. We boosted it to make it 2. So just to clarify, because that was bugging me. Anyways, that was the secondary. Back at Camp Scene, though, Lore Keeper. Let's not let it
let me
out.
find it. It's in.
Oh, and very quickly, Zora was also very interested in talking to Cordelia. Like, Zora's definitely like the most personable out of like the Chosen you've ever heard of. Like, she'll drink and talk with people, and is just like interesting to be around. Just occasionally, she'll like leave you out in the woods naked with a knife strapped to your chest and expect you to make it back on your own because she's testing you. So you know.
Sounds like she knows how to fucking party.
How to fuck and party.
Yeah.
No, Zora's also probably the only Chosen that would probably be DTF. So
This is getting better and better.
We've made the right choice, folks.
Patron saint of horny.
What morale
Oh
are
no,
we
that's
at?
the horned one. Sorry.
What morale are we at?
8.
Cool, awesome. I think a young soldier is detonating munitions egged on by other soldiers. It's we totally see like Plainsworth and like one of the there's like a barn that's been abandoned by the Plainsworth people because like it's right out in like the dangerous area. Like it's in a what is now a fallow field, and like no one wants to go and like do anything with it because I think they've like heard rumors that like it's that like someone saw like an arm from a broken or something in there, and everyone's like, nah, haunted, fuck that. And so I think Etalon is a like he's got a little like band of like mates from different like different squads that they like hang out and drink together and do like silly shit, and they decide that they're going to blow up the haunted thing as like a defensive thing. And then they just get really, really drunk and like and start and like just stack a bunch of munitions around the thing, and blow it up.
Nice.
Yeah. So I definitely think Zora is out there like egging them on too. Like she's 100% being like you've successfully like the Legion's done their jobs, like you've done the thing I asked, you did the thing you wanted to, celebrate however you see fit. For tomorrow we go to battle once more, sort of deal.
Yeah.
So like and she's
it definitely goes up like fucking fireworks and someone loses an arm or an eye or something.
She like has a mug and like drinks, but every time the liquid touches her tongue it turns to fire.
Cool.
And like swallows that. Yeah.
That's amazing.
I dig it.
Yep. Cool.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Lore Keeper. Please remember to note all of the dead in the annals. Actually, how many dead are total currently? Because we might be at another story again.
We're not.
We were at 7. Wait, are you sure? I thought we were at 7 total.
1, 2, 3,
and then
4,
we just had
5,
4
6,
more die.
7, 8, 9. Erickson and Harris died this round,
and then 2 more.
Oh right, 2 more just died. Of course. What were their names?
They were on Shattered Wolves. That's your prerogative. That's your thing. Or what? No, they were in Star Viper rather.
And Chibati.
Sorry.
Iridescent something and Chibati. I don't have a full name for them.
The bread.
Oh my god, were they related to
Iridescent Screaming Silver was my recommendation for the name.
I'm sorry. Did a relative of Kettle die?
Oh.
Yes.
So sad.
I'm trying to pick names out of the just
So-
like names out of the book.
Side note: our legion in my home game is made up of like 30% Boryoviches from the Borjovich family. It's, yeah. But yeah, like so, like we are at another story again,
Yeah,
which is
great.
awesome because I haven't told another one yet, so I haven't heard the second.
Alright, let me.
If you'd like to do that now, and then we can do the rest of downtime stuff.
Yep, give me a second. I'm just
Sure.
making sure that I've got all of my lawkeeper stuff in for dead people stowed away. All right.
Keep the annals.
Keep the annals. This is in the main book, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Oh no, it's in the little one.
In the playbooks.
Yeah. It's below the Spymaster.
Skydagger Keep.
Page
Above
25.
Yeah. Essentially, this story is tell a tale of the Legion's independence.
Hold up. I wanna find myself.
Sure.
25.
Because we have to tell them more in order at first. After
Yeah,
you
yeah,
tell
yeah.
all 5, you can skip around.
Yep. All right. So, after the old empire fell, the legion became sellswords. The hired out. All right. So after the old empire fell, the legion became sellswords that hired out to causes they believed in. I think. I only have to like fill out one of these things, don't I? Or do I have to name all of them?
So you can do all of them, but you only have to do one.
Yeah. I think. All right. Yeah. I think that there was a that there used to be a traveling group, a traveling culture, or traveling or like a guild or something. The tales are hard to remember, but they were the greatest merchants that had ever walked the lands. They traveled in great caravans from town to town, and they would trade in anything. And if you found and all you had to do was find one of these folks to actually, let's give them as a group a name. Mortians. The Mortian traders would be able to, if you sent word among them that you were looking for something, then eventually your town would be visited by a trader who happened to have it. And they could buy and sell anything, it was said. And that included human lives. And so the Legion, believing this to be, I think when the Legion saw innocents and members of their own number being purchased under whatever conditions, perfectly legal sales technically, they being sellswords and to a certain degree outside of the law, took up arms and did great battle against the Mortians, and eventually they not only like freed every Mortian slave, but incorporated the remaining and amiable members of this guild into the Legion as the managers and organizers of trade and stock that are now known as quartermasters. But you cannot own a person, and you cannot own. I think they think that you cannot own a living thing, right? Like the Legion has like animals working for them, but it's assumed that those animals have also sworn an oath to the Legion, not that they are owned.
Yeah, no, the horses are as much legionnaires as the rest of you.
Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
So yeah, that's a previous cause and an unusual restriction.
The Penya are fond of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and like a legionnaire can't have like what would formerly be otherwise referred to as like a marriage, like a formal marriage can't because part of that like traditional oath involves like a co-ownership of one another. And it's like, nope, you can't do that. You can have a long-term partner that you go home to, but as a legionnaire, you can't swear to be like owned by them. And we get to choose an effect. Who's got corruption? Anyone other than no one? Okay. Do we have any long-term projects?
I don't believe the quartermaster has made any currently. No.
Right. In which case, then soldiers shrug off wounds. All specialists may mark 1 free healing tick.
Cool. So if you have any level 1 harm, you can clear that now. If you have level 2 harm, add 1 tick to the box and 1 more will clear it. If you have a level 3 harm, you can add that and then 2 more will clear it. You can only add 1 tick to 1 box though, like 1 level. If it's like level 1 or 2, both of them will clear when you add 2 ticks, not just one of them, just so you know.
I've done kettle and I'm doing cart tree.
So
where are these boxes, by the way?
Then they're not on the Roll20 sheet.
It is a thing I have mentioned to both Strash
so
and...
what I've been doing is I just have like in brackets the number of healing ticks for each thing. So I'm so I had like bleeding healed 2.
Cool.
You can do like 0 out of 2, 0 out of 3, 1 out of 3, like however you want to notate that.
Yep.
But yeah, it's a thing I've mentioned in both Strash and Figure 4 who does the sheets. But yeah, so that's done. Everyone may mark that. And now, so we are on time passes. So, let me see if there's any if there are penalties for the one you didn't do. Right, yeah. So, there was actually a single morale penalty. So you're at 7 rather than 8. I apologize. I forgot the penalty for the tertiary mission.
Oh, sorry. Well, then I did the wrong thing for the.
It's okay. It's my fault.
That's right.
It's all good.
There isn't a mechanical like outcome that is immediate from that. So.
Yes. The outcome for this one is how many downtime actions you get, which is like, so for your story, it's not like super like it's the story's fine, but I'm glad I caught it before we did downtime. That's all. So after the mission, increase pressure by 1. Our pressure should be at
currently 0.
So yeah, it should go from 0 to 1.
Cool.
Food is consumed. Please consume the food, quartermaster.
Done.
Cool. Campaign actions. Choose and resolve campaign actions. We don't have a spy master. So You have a single campaign action to do currently. People are stressed and injured. You may spend supply to do additional ones.
What happens when I can boost a campaign action for myself?
Essentially, if say she chooses to do what's it called, liberties, you may spend that little orite thing to then instead of clearing half your stress, you'd clear all of your stress. You personally get whatever the boosted effect is, rather than everyone.
That's what I thought.
Well, we don't have any supplies, so
This is unfortunate.
Yay!
it is.
Oh, I'm really glad you and I gave Ray our supplies. That's good.
It's not the. It's
No,
there's a
I know,
food
yeah.
stores.
It's-
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah. But in the wider picture.
Yeah.
I see. I'm really glad that the Warkeeper convinced you to do religious missions rather than supply missions.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I was pushing.
We can live on
for a
faith.
mission for a reason.
I'm the lawkeeper. There's a reason for that.
We need to do Liberty because everybody has a shit ton of stress. So
Your mercy should also be healed now.
yeah, I marked her as being available again.
Mm-hmm. So, if someone has a wound, that mercy can help heal.
On top of the Liberty thing, like, is that just an?
So the mercy is separate. Mercy is a thing that is not chosen. It's just you have a mercy. She is a resource that you can call upon to
Gotcha.
give one person a single healing kit.
Is anybody one tick away from healing a thing?
How many ticks does it take to get rid of a level 3 harm?
3.
3.
Oh boy.
If nobody else is a tick
The sniper
away,
could use it, if I remember right, because the sniper got 1 from this. They just got that level 2, so the mercy would clear them.
I'm going to rub a mercy on a sniper and make them really
Yay.
shine.
Also, let me add your new sniper to your thing, because you have Cordelia.
Yay! I love you, Cordyceps.
I couldn't think of a name at the time, and so I just gave her the exact name of my sniper from my home game,
Nice.
who is a
Corticosteroids.
fucking badass. So I hope she's as badass for you as she is for me.
I mean, in her first mission with us, a statue fell on her.
She also killed many things. but
Technically,
that was-
she fell off the statue.
Yeah, okay, so she fell off the statue, so she can't even gravity right, and all of her supposed deaths happened off camera, so, I'm just
We
saying.
were on camera. It is I like Cordelia. I'm biased.
Of course you are. She's your baby.
I
Maybe-
fucking love her.
Maybe we should acquire assets. Does that count as supply?
We have to spend supply to do anything after the first
Yes.
thing, which
You
was
can-
the everybody relieved 2 stress. By the way, everybody
Oh.
relieved 2 stress.
Sorry.
Nice.
No, it's
Okay.
okay.
No, I wasn't trying to talk over you or anything. I was just while I was thinking of it because I don't think I told everybody what the effect was. I just said that was the thing I was going to pick. So
So
Medic clears all their stress.
it's amazing how the one throwing around landmines and getting people exploded is like, this seems pretty easy.
She's living her best life.
That's true.
Yay, Adhikar is clear of stress.
Hooray!
Cool. So there's that, and then I'm populating. I'm essentially just making Cordelia real quick
Mhm.
and giving her to you. If I remember correctly, because she wasn't gotten through. So if you were certain special missions will give you a character, and they'll start with additional dots and stuff. I think
Cool.
because it's not it wasn't retrieved through a special mission, just a religious mission. She doesn't start with extra dots or anything. It's
Mhm.
just standard stuff.
Yep.
We'll do Yeah, I have to give that to her. Cool, because I haven't seen it yet and I want to see it. So there we go.
We're getting
Cool.
test powers.
You have not test powers, just powers that weren't in the test. So there you go. Steve, you have Cordelia Landgrave. Let me add her notation, and there you go. Boop.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Snipers. So that's your one downtime action. Commander, do we advance? And if so, where are you advancing?
Let me have a look at the map.
You may go to the Long Road, which will lead into Borak Mine, Gallows Pass, and then back down to Talagon Forest. You can head into the Sunstrider Camp, which then leads into Dresh Forest or Westlake.
I'm going to avoid Gallows Pass, mainly because it doesn't sound like a happy place. So Sunstrider Camp.
Okay. I refuse to comment because I've been on every path. So I don't like. I'm biased because I know what special missions I like and where. But yeah. So that you advance. So would you please, in that case, roll pressure, whatever our pressure is currently.
Okay. Let me just find my character sheet. Pressure is currently 1. There you go.
4.
You rolled a 4, so 2 ticks on your time clock.
Time is now 5.
Boop, boop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it is actually. Let me make sure. Yeah, it is 6.
Cool. Updated my sheet.
I wanted to make sure because one of the missions was a reward for a time decrease, but you didn't take that one.
Cool.
So, one more advance, and I get more broken abilities. That's exciting.
Yay!
You become more broken.
Oh, awesome.
So
Yay.
yeah, that's the thing.
Cool. Is
That's aside from I need mission priority from our commander for next time.
Supplies.
Good.
Supplies.
It has to be supplies.
Let me make sure you can do supply and Sunstrider. I just need to make sure real quick.
I got to admit, I was kind of picking it because I figured it's a camp. It will have supplies.
I'm pretty sure it does.
Yeah.
I just want to make doubly sure, just so I know for my own peace of mind. Nope, it's just Assault and Scout.
Dang.
Both.
The amount of glee that was just expressed was...
Yeah. Yep.
But Long Road is Assault and Scout as well, so we just have to hope that supply comes up as a reward.
Scout. We're going to do a scout.
Essentially, well, so the alternative was you could have stayed in Plainsworth another tick and done supply there.
No.
Because Plainsworth has it.
No, I think we need to actually be moving as well. So we'll do a scout mission next time because we need some intel because we have 0 at the moment.
No, scout mission at Sunstrider sounds good.
Yep, cool.
Let's do that.
I think we're good then.
Awesome.
Outstanding.
Great. All right. Well then, let's do some shout outs and wrap up. Let's start with Erin.
Oh God. Yes. Sorry, I thought you were saying something before I cut you off.
No, I'm just letting you do your shout outs.
Okay. Hi, I'm Aaron. If you want to follow me specifically, you can do it on Twitter at @theroadvirus_. If you want to check out my streams where I do nerdy dates with like Ash and my wife Christine and stuff like that, you can go to Twitch. The username there is the Road Virus with underscores between the words. If you want to check out the podcast I'm on, you can go to that D&D podcast on pretty much anywhere. And if you want to check us out tomorrow, we're doing an interview with Mel. So that's
with Melody. Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Mel.
She's
Yeah.
good.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Awesome. Cammy.
Hi, I'm Cammy, the only Splidget Moose on the internet. That's my brand. It's consistent. Google unique, all that jazz. So just if you want to find me, if you want to find out if I'm on a thing, Google my username, and then it will show up whether or not I'm on there. I've been playing a lot of Fallout on my stream. I make Fallout mods when the mood takes me, so there at the bottom, just search Nexus mods for Splidget Moose. I have a non-capitalist shout out, although it's not a very kind one, in that I was in a room full of people Tuesday, Wednesday, and now I have a head cold. So don't go with people anywhere.
Can I flip that around and be like, if you are sick, stay home and get better instead of getting other people sick?
They didn't seem to be sick. I think it's just conflicting immune systems.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Cool. All right. David, this is our last time seeing you.
Yes, it is. In this campaign, sadly, yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
you're not dying.
No. My time has come. I must sail into the west. So, my name's David. I am the editor of 2 Australian games magazines, Hyper and PC Powerplay. You can catch me there. You can catch me on Twitter under CPT Hollingworth. I'm probably not the only CPT Hollingworth, but anyway. On Fridays, I do Tolkien Friday. Drop in. It's deeply nerdy and often sweary. And I do a podcast, Dicey Endeavours, which is all about role-playing, and we've just started up a actual play campaign of Deadlands Reloaded. So check that out. And I will hopefully see you again on this channel sometime in the future.
Yeah, we like having you on. Yeah, definitely check out David's Tolkien Friday and go and make some Tolkien puns because he loves it.
I also talk to him about Shelob and Shadow of War. Do that too.
Yeah.
Alyssa!
Alice, you got some shout outs?
Hi, I'm Alice, also known as Tavcat in the various places on the internet. I'm making a game called Kiss Before the World Ends. It's a game about relationships and self-care and all such things. If you want to look at it and support me, I have a Patreon. It's Tafcat on Patreon. So there you go. On Twitter, I'm Tafcat with an underscore at the end, TAFKAT. Other than that, I had a lot of fun. I love this game. And my non-capitalist shout out is I'll miss you, David. This was a lot of fun. I hope I get to play with you again soon.
Yeah, David's good. All right. Well, I've been Ash, your host. This is my channel, so if you like what we do here, hit the follow button up in the corner, and you can see more role-playing games tomorrow. We've got Splintering Wheel in our Euro time slot tomorrow, which is our Dungeon World campaign, and then we do a bunch of other stuff throughout the week, including a lot of at the moment a lot of Caves of Cud because we play a lot of roguelikes and sometimes Minecraft and crafting things, and then also management sims and stuff. We play a lot of stuff with Emergent Story. Otherwise, you can follow me at CGIAC, ACEGIAK on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Tumblr, pillowfort.io, and because I just signed up for that, and also Patreon if you want to support my ongoing game design work, making cool role-playing games, because my game in which we live and breathe is which is my cyberpunk fantasy Shadowrun style Blizz and Dark Hack is currently #1 for physical games on itch.io, so I'm pretty proud of that. Other than that, thank you all so much for joining us. Thanks team for doing good storytelling times, and we will catch you all later. Bye-bye.
Bye guys.
Bye-bye.